Hey, how you going? Ianapolis here, your acrylic guru from Australia. Welcome to me video. Just want to get some sizes on the canvas there in inches for you. And we'll also get some colours going up the screen, designed for you to write them down and paint along with this video. Now this is going to be a colourful cloud boat over the water type of painting, and it's going to be something quite nice to hang on your wall and look at it and go, oh yeah, I like that. I like the way it's done. You know, it's just going to be a great looking painting and quite easy to achieve as well. So come on over here and let's get right into it, all right? I've got my horizon area masked up because I want to do the sky, but I don't want to get any of this underneath where I need to paint there, okay? Now down on the palette, I've got some craft paint. It's just a soft bodied white titanium paint that's not different than what's in the tube. It's not as thick. Okay, it's a soft bodied one. It's more like yogurt's consistency, and I want to mix that up with some retarder so I can base up my sky ready to paint in some quite wickedly wicked clouds. Okay, so I'm just going to get this and crisscross it into the sky, getting it all over there. Now you don't want this stuff too thick, but you want it on thick enough so it's going to do its magic. Go all the way to your tape there. Push it on into the stitching of your canvas, the tooth of your canvas. Okay, it's all in there. Now I'm going to brush it left and right to get it nice and smooth and evenly coated onto our canvas there like that. Beautiful. Now without cleaning that brush, I'm just going to pick up my cerulean blue colour because I want a very pale blue sky. See how it's going this paley blue? That's the colour I want in the canvas up there. And it's going to be very pale and yellow at the bottom there. So I want to get this all brushed in where I want it. That white underneath is allowing it to go pale. Okay, crisscross that, get it all. I want mainly here blue, and the rest can be whatever it turns out to be. Nice sky, this one. Okay, now stroke that across, nice and evenly across the canvas like that. Beautiful. Now I've cleaned my brush and I've got yellow ochre here. Yellow ochre, or can you call it yellow oxide as well? And I want to pale that up quite a lot. Okay, so here we go. We're getting that very pale yellow oxide there. Very pale. Actually, I want it even more paler than that. So I'm just using the craft paint to tint it. There we go. So it's not white, it's not yellow, it's got that colour there. Now I want the whole bottom of this sky in this colour, so I'm going to push it across and then let it fade into that blue like that. See, and the yellow ochre didn't turn green. Now we'll pick up some more and we can probably intensify this side of the sky here. Okay, using the tip of my brush there, my putter on a brush. There's our sky. Could probably, this line here, I'm trying to distort it so it's not so even. I want it naturized across the sky just like that. Beautiful. Now I want to make some of these clouds in silhouette, so I've got some permanent alizarin there, and I'm going to get this, I'm just using this brush for actually mixing, and I want to get this into this blue here, okay? Let's see what we've got. We need enough to put some clouds in the sky, so we're mixing up that kind of a purpley colour, but it's still got blue in it. There we go. Oh golly, I went a bit too dark there. That'll do it. Okay, there's our cloud colour. Now I've got some white. I'm going to grab just another brush, something I can pick up to mix up, here this one will do. I've got some white, okay, and now the white in the clouds is not going to be white. We're going to have some of this yellow ochre mixed in our white. So get your yellow. Now this white I've got here, this is titanium white out of the tube. It's not that craft paint, okay? Don't use that. And you can mix up a couple of values of this. So I've got that one there, and I want to get some darker one as well. Oh, not that dark, Ian, golly. Where's my white paint? Let's put some more down. There we go. So we've got two values of that to add some crackingness to our clouds, all right? I'm picking up the blue that I mixed with the permanent alizarin, and I want like a cloud here. Well, let's put the stuff there first, this one here. So I want to come up over the sky, giving it some cloud shapes, just like that. This is a bit darker than what I would have liked it to be, but that's okay. I'm leaving some of the colours in between to create different bits within the cloud. Now I've stamped that on because I'm going to grab a blending brush and a cloth. Okay, grab a blending brush, and you want to mix that now with a bit of turmoil. So blend, and it's going to add different values of that colour on top of the blue sky there, you'll see. Now I've got to wipe that brush and go some more. See down here it's going to be lighter and darker because it's the way I've stamped it on. So there, twist it out there if you want. Look at the colours we're getting in the sky there, the way it's merging into that sky. It's just nice. Okay, so we'll get some of this twisted there. I've got a bit of my rubber floating around on the canvas there. I've got to try and get it off. There we go, we've got that. Okay, can we do something over here? Maybe long ways. There's the horizon line, so if anything you keep these kind of long, and we'll do, I'm just stamping it on with this brush now. Over there, getting some of it. I'll turn it around because there's more on this side, and we'll get some of that stamped there like that. Okay, too easy. Now we're going to blend that into the sky as well. So tap it down, soften it, twirl it, get that out there somewhere. Oh yeah, twirl it. Join all those brush strokes up, making a natural looking cloud if you can. Over here, blend it into the sky. There we go. I want to soften those tops up, tickle the tops a little bit. We've got to add some highlight to this anyway, so don't worry too much. Okay, we'll put something up here as well. So making the body of the cloud, I'm stamping it on any old way. Pick up some more of that paint. I'm picking up, stamping that cloud body on, and we'll probably get something over here as well. Okay, and I want to quickly blend that into the sky. Now everything's still wet, that's why I needed the retarder to allow all these clouds to blend. They're this colour because they got the light behind them. So just blending that, there we go. Now down here I've got those two colours of the yellow ochre mixed with the white. I've got the darker one, and we want to get some bits. See where you've got the edge of your cloud? Follow that with this and put some edging on there like so, and you can probably bring a bit of it up in its own body as well like that. We're putting edging on some of these clouds here. Now we're going to grab a smaller blending brush because our clouds are getting smaller. Okay, and now we want to soften that into that purple colour. Stop, wipe your brush and wipe and blend over here. And we'll grab a little bit more now. We've got some over here. Just the top of that purple. Bits there. And some here. Wipe your blending brush. Blend that into that sky there. Blend that into that purple cloud. Kind of highlighted a bit from the light behind, you know. Well, we don't want to make it looking a bit too weird. You want to try and make it look natural. Join it up if you can, if it doesn't look like it's joining properly. Now we'll grab the lighter colour of that. Before I do, I will get a bit, if anything, I'm going to the left side of these clouds with this darker colour. Some up there. I'll start over this side. Now if I feel the purple is sitting behind all this, we can always touch that back up in front of it, but I want to blend them together like so. I'll see that's a bit too perfect there. I want to distort that. How does that? That's all right. I'll get some of this. Within there. Now I've cleaned that brush and I'm grabbing the lighter value of that paint with the yellow in it and the white. We'll start here. We'll get some, join that, put it down, grab your blending brush, tease those together. See, this paint here is still wet from the retarder I mixed in it in the beginning, and we've got some different light values hitting our clouds. Down here I want some lighter colour. And blend that into there. Get rid of those marks with your blending brush and make it look as natural as you can. See? And we'll get some in here. This is pretty much like the yumminess to a degree. Blend it down. Now I feel I will have to probably touch up some of that darker blue colour again, the purpley blue colour. Tickle the tops a little bit, distort them. Now I want this sitting on there. I'm getting a little bit more white in it where it's sitting on this yellow, because we're coming through here, making other bits of cloud over there, over here. The light's hitting it everywhere, and some of it's here. Right, let's blend this one in. Blend that in. It's just a brighter value you'll see once it's all blended up and in there. Here and here. How's that looking in my monitor? Getting some other brighter values. I'm stamping it on because it won't brush on, because everything's wet. Some of there. Get some of that over there. And we'll even do some of this as its own floating light hitting the cloud type of thing. Over here. Okay, now blend that. All those bits just blend into the sky. I want to have a step back and have a look at that. Now I'm picking up, I've just added a little bit more white into that mix. I'm just looking where I want bright bits. I want a lot of it here, coming out of this area here, just like that. Where else can I probably put some? Oh, that's pretty well all right there. So I'll get this done there. Where else did I put some here? Just cloudify it, if that's a word, and get some of this twisted and made up over this, out of this corner here. Now I will grab a little bit of the darker one again, just to fill in some of this here. There, probably something there. And twist those around and distort them so they look like different light values in the sky there. And if you see a cloud forming from your brush strokes, leave it. Don't try and turn it into something you started off in your mind trying to turn it into. This here, I will feel, we'll just get something in there because I don't like that blue patch. Now I am grabbing that blue colour, what's left in my brush there, just to try and get some yumminess within this blue body of cloud. See how some of it's kind of worn away? So this, with a bit of luck, can create that dimension within that blue colour, because I might have lost some of it there. I'm using my finger as well. My goodness, you can use anything to blend, you know. Let me just have a look at that. Yeah, that's all right. How's this one going? Probably, if anything, get some more paint on there. If anything, I'll get the underlining of that cloud darker, just so as it looks like it's got a bum on it. Use my finger to blend that up into the cloud. There we go. Fine, and the bottom of this one can be a bit darker too. Use my finger to blend that up. Now I'm just grabbing some white on a fan brush, and I'm going to very carefully look where I feel I want some yumminess. So I want some about here. I'll get that chiseled up a bit better, and I want to get some about there, and just gently tease that into the sky like so. Beautiful. And I'm going to look where I feel it needs some more. I feel it needs some cracking around here somewhere. So this is the yumminess pretty much. Leaving the vibrancy there, but sitting it down like that. Probably come across here some. Finger's working great for this. Get some on top of that. Nice yumminess. How's that looking? There we go. I feel that. I mean, it's going a bit corny, but that's all right. Okay, probably get some in there. This just adds the dimension within those cloud bodies. Alright, my sky's done. I can keep going with that till the cows come home, but that'll do. I want to pull this tape off so I can get the mid-ground done. And as normal, I'll just squash any ridge of paint down that's there. I mean, we're going to go past that point, and I'll get my hairdryer and I'll just dry this area here, so when I paint over that sky a little bit, it's not going to clag up and mud up on me, okay? Now I want to put the water in first. So I'm just grabbing the craft paint on its own now without any retarder. There's probably still a little bit left laying around there, but I'm not putting retarder in this. I don't need it. And I want to get this bottom area where the water's going to be. So I need this on there to make the watercolours move like water when I'm brushing them in, okay? So get this craft paint mapped in there. Okay. And I want to kind of make a grey, blue, silvery colour for the water. I've got my cerulean blue again, and I'm getting grey putting with it, but I want a bit more grey than that, Ian. Where are we? Bit more grey. There we go. Let's mix that up. Beautiful, beautiful. So let's just go from there. That's the horizon line. Push it on, push it on, push it on. Now I'm going back to the tip of the brush hairs and blending it now. Now it's one value at the moment. I want to grab that little bit of blue that I left there. Let's see if we can get that. I want that right across the horizon line. So I'm going to just stamp it on like so. So it's there where I want it. Okay. It's there where I want it. I've still got a blob on my paintbrush. I'm going to just wipe it there so it doesn't hurt me painting. And I want to waterfy that now, like that. Look at that, boom, we'll go another pass, do another pass. Just so it's blurry from the top down into the water there. There we go. And we can probably put maybe, not too much, just that'll do. Just something like that. All right, I've just got some paper. I've given my sky a bit of a dry. I just want to put that roughly there somewhere, just so as I can get the darker values of the water shadows within there. So I'll put that there. This is just to protect me sky so I don't get any stupid unwanted colours in the sky area, okay? So now I've got a toothbrush and I've got that colour there that I had, got some water with it. Now I'm adding some more of that blue to get a darker value of it, okay? Just like that. So it's darker now. You can see it's actually darker. We need this wet. So you know the way I do shimmer on the water, this is sort of like that. And then we want to get these darker areas within the water like that. Just across there, trying to go them all the way across, just so long as they're darker. Get some bigger ones in the foreground here. And this will just look like the lights hitting the water here and there and everywhere, you know. All right, and we'll see if we can give it a light pull or just leave it. Oh, look at that, just a very light, but try and keep this brush stroke as straight as possible, because if you go all wavy like that, your water's going to look wavy. This has just added all that darker shadowy values within your water, I hope. Okay, now we want to mix up our blue and some permanent alizarin, getting that purpley colour again that we had, that bluey purpley colour. And then we want to put atmosphere between us and this. So now I'm just going to simply grab some white and make this very pale. There we go. Just a distant hills in the background there. on this side, so we'll come along. I'm getting the top the way I want it, nice, and it's little hairy bits you can probably see. I'll come to a point there somewhere. And come along. Block it in, and then we'll grab our bullshit stick and just get that horizon line nice and level and straight and professional looking, but done by an amateur. So grabbing my bullshit stick, putting that in the right spot, I'm picking up a flat brush now, and I want to get that bottom line nice and level across the water there. Might need to add a little bit of water to your paint to ink it up a bit. And get that nice and level. That way you don't have a crooked line, you don't need to put masking tape on it, you just use your bullshit stick. And if it's your first time here and it's like, why do you call it a bullshit stick? Because it adds the bullshit effect. The bullshit effect is just, instead of people going wow, they go bullshit. It's a better, bigger wow factor. Okay, see, there we go, simple like that. All right, I'm getting some forest green and some black, getting it reasonably inky so we can get our bottom line and the next side of the picture done. Okay, so I'll mix all that up there, and you can obviously use the bullshit stick for this as well. Get the bottom of that one, let's get the bottom of that one nice and straight, so you get it to the height, you rest your brush on it, and you let the brush guide along there in a straight line. Bang, there we go. Now we can take that away and we can do the rest freehand. We'll just quickly block all this in. Okay, we'll get some detail at this now. This can have a bit of detail compared to the other one because it's a lot closer. Just dribble it over your sky, like that. Come down here. Try and make some closer trees here if you can. There we go. Now I've given that a bit of a dry, and just to put something into that, the forest green here, grab a chunk of that if you can, over here. And I just got some yellow, acrylic yellow, but you don't want it too bright, just something to show some subtle detail in that green we put out there. So it's just going to put some subtle light hitting it. This is obviously the light. Bits of stuff in there. I don't know what sort of mountain ranges they are, but they're the sort that I put in this painting. And you can sort of see the subtleness of what it's doing to the mountain. Now if you hear that bit of keyboard playing there, it's just me mucking around. I found a tune that I like and I just like to incorporate it into the sound of my video when there's a bit of filming getting done that's just in need of some kind of music like that. So hopefully you like that, but let me know in the comments below if you do or you don't, and then I'll either put it in my next video or I will not. See how we go. I call it soothing music, but some people call it haunting music, but we'll see. There we go. All right, I've got a flat brush and we're just going to put an element of something there, subject matter that floats. So I've got myself some craft white just to prime it in there. All right, and we'll get at least the bottom very level with the horizon line. So somewhere about here, boom, bitty, boom, 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 boom. About there. Okay, that's pretty level. We can come up to about this height here. Okay, just something like that. Look how I've done that. Quite easy. Now bring the back end of it around like a bow, or the stern. What's the back? The back's the stern and the front's the bow, I'm pretty sure. And we'll get this up there like that. And just prime it in. But before I do, I'll get the rest of it done. So there's a bit of boxingness here. I'm just making a boat, something that the boat that will float. Come down here a bit, okay, across here like that, and then we can get, I don't know, some kind of, this is all going to be coloured in, about there like that, something like that, okay, it'll all be coloured in. I've got some blue here. I want to get that painted blue, but I want it very pale blue, but a different tone to what the water is. So there we go. I'm just checking it with the water tone because I don't want it to clash. Now I've given that a bit of a dry. Let's see if this is a different blue, because it's going to have some darker colours in it as well. You can probably go a bit darker. So I'm pretty much getting all this to blue in, and then we can put the lighter and darker values here and there. Okay, grabbing some darker blue, coming across the roof, down here. I need this bit here just looking like a bit more of a point. There we go. I've just got some black here, putting black lines here and there within this, some shadow and detail and whatnot. I want to get this kind of stopping there somewhere, and we'll get this out there, coming down to the dark side of the pointy end of the boat. I suppose the front end's the pointy end, isn't it, eh? It's not the best looking boat, but... And we got some rails here, bow rails and stuff. I'll just put some accents of white in there somewhere, probably along here. Probably didn't want it that white, but and just to finish that boat off, we'll put a mask on it. So the mask can go from about here. Try and keep it straight. Somewhere up there like that. Boom. get another one coming from here. There somewhere. How's that looking yet? And we'll put a crossbars, a couple of crossbars here. One there. One there. I'll fix that black up in there later, yeah, but you get the gist of it. Okay. And this is all rolled up. We can get a silhouette of it. Hopefully that looks like a person there. And what we need now is just some simple but careful lines there. One to there, one to there, some to there, some scrangling out there, and we got some scrangling down here. Where else can I put something? Put another one there. It's got crap on the top of there. I'm just trying to fix that mask up. Probably put another one there. Is that looking alright or a bit stupid? That's alright. Grabbing this little flat with the black on there, a bit of a blue as well. And see where the boat's on the water. I want to kind of just, I'll put some more blue with that, so it'll be like a very dark blue, the cerulean blue with that black. And I want to kind of hover a shadow, there we go, within the water. Just like that. Maybe something of that as well. So it looks like it's not floating. I mean, it's a boat, it's got to float, but you don't want it to look like it's sitting in mid-air. You know what I mean? And we'll try and distort that. So I'll just taper it down like that a little bit. Okay, I'll put a signature on here, somewhere around here. And this is where I get to tell you to check out the links in the description below. Share, like and subscribe if it's your first time here. And message me on Facebook if you feel like you want to buy one of my paintings. Well, let's make a frame on this. Alright. Nautical ones usually look good in a frame. Yeah, look at that. That's not too shabby, eh? We just got a floating element of a boat in the water there. Beautiful sky and some land mass over here. And just remember, you can do that. Alright, I had fun doing that and I hope you like watching this video. Check out the links in the description below. I have over 350 videos on my channel here, and if you're new here, look at them and see if you like those. And if you like what I'm doing, you make sure you tell your friends. But if you don't like what I'm doing, tell everybody, okay? Goodbye, good luck, and good on ya.